Most gardeners treat grass clippings like waste instead of what they actually are, a fast-forming soil builder that can outperform compost when handled correctly. The mistake is piling them too thick, expecting instant results, or leaving them to dry out on the surface. The consequence is predictable foul-smelling decay, compacted mats that block oxygen, and clippings that stall instead of transforming into humus. What should be a powerful soil input ends up becoming a problem layer that suffocates everything underneath. Grass clippings are not stable organic matter. They are highly reactive, nitrogen-rich material that decomposes extremely fast when conditions are right. That speed is both their strength and their weakness. When oxygen and moisture are balanced, they break down into dark, nutrient-rich humus in a matter of weeks. When they are stacked incorrectly, they go anaerobic and create a dense, slimy layer that repels soil life instead of feeding it. The real key is understanding that decomposition is not about time, it is about structure. Grass clippings need airflow, moisture balance, and a carbon partner to stabilize the process. Without that balance, they collapse into a smothering layer instead of building soil. This is where most traditional advice fails because it focuses on dumping material rather than managing how it transforms. One of the fastest ways to correct that imbalance is by introducing a biological trigger that accelerates microbial activity. This is where dried alfalfa pellets become a powerful tool. It's linked in the description below. This product is available on Amazon, and this content uses Amazon affiliate links, meaning a small commission may be earned from qualifying purchases at no extra cost. Alfalfa pellets break down quickly in soil, releasing nitrogen and natural growth compounds that stimulate microbial explosions. That surge in microbial life is what turns raw organic matter into stable humus instead of rotting waste. When used correctly, alfalfa pellets are not applied as a standalone fertilizer, but as an activator. A practical rate is roughly 1 handful per square meter mixed into or layered between fresh grass clippings. This creates a biological bridge between high nitrogen material and microbial life, preventing the collapse into anaerobic decay. Moisture is then added to activate both materials, starting the breakdown process immediately. Grass clippings begin their transformation within hours of being cut. Their high moisture content and nitrogen load make them extremely volatile. If left in a thick layer, they heat up quickly and lose structure. That's why thin layering is critical. A layer no thicker than 2 to 3 centimeters allows oxygen to move through the material, keeping decomposition aerobic. When thicker layers are needed, they must be broken up with dry carbon material or lightly mixed. The first visible stage of transformation is heat. Fresh grass clippings often warm up as microbial activity spikes. This is not a warning sign. It is proof that decomposition is actively occurring. The key is controlling that heat so it does not push the system into anaerobic conditions. Turning or loosening the material during this stage helps maintain airflow and prevents compaction. Within 1 to 2 weeks, the structure begins to change. The bright green color fades and the clippings start to darken. This is where alfalfa pellets play a critical role. As they break down, they feed bacteria and fungi that stabilize the decomposition process. Instead of collapsing into sludge, the material begins forming crumbly, soil-like aggregates. Moisture control determines whether the process succeeds or fails. Too dry and decomposition stalls completely. Too wet and the system suffocates. The ideal condition is consistently damp, similar to a wrung-out sponge. In dry climates, light watering every few days may be necessary. In humid environments, natural rainfall is often enough, but airflow becomes more important. By the 3rd or 4th week, well-managed grass clippings begin to resemble humus. The texture becomes dark, loose, and earthy. The original plant structure is no longer visible. At this stage, the material can be integrated directly into garden beds or left to finish stabilizing in place. This is where it transitions from raw organic matter into true soil amendment. What makes this process so powerful is its speed. Traditional composting methods can take months to fully stabilize organic matter. Grass clippings, when managed correctly, can complete most of that transformation in a fraction of the time. The limiting factor is not the material itself, but how it is handled during decomposition. There is also a biological chain reaction that happens when this system is working correctly. As microbes break down the clippings, they release nutrients that attract larger soil organisms. Earthworms move in to feed on the partially decomposed material, accelerating the process further. Their castings then enrich the soil with stable nutrients and improve structure at the same time. This creates a layered system of decomposition where each stage feeds the next. Bacteria break down fresh material, fungi stabilize it, and worms finalize the transformation into humus. When alfalfa pellets are included in this cycle, they act as a catalyst that keeps the entire system active and balanced. Long-term use of this method can dramatically reduce reliance on external compost sources. Grass clippings alone become a consistent supply of organic matter that can be recycled directly back into the soil. Instead of removing lawn waste, it becomes part of a closed-loop fertility system. There are a few important limitations to keep in mind. Grass treated with herbicides or synthetic chemicals should not be used, as residues can disrupt soil biology. Extremely thick layers should always be avoided unless broken up or combined with carbon-rich materials. And in shaded, poorly ventilated areas, decomposition will always be slower due to reduced airflow. Despite these limitations, this method remains one of the most efficient ways to convert everyday garden waste into usable soil. It eliminates unnecessary steps, reduces dependency on external compost systems, and works with natural decomposition rather than against it. Over time, repeated use of grass clippings in this way builds noticeable improvements in soil structure. Beds become darker, richer, and more biologically active. Water retention improves, nutrient cycling becomes more efficient, and plant growth stabilizes across seasons. For gardeners looking to improve soil without waiting months for compost to mature, this method offers a practical shortcut. It turns a common waste product into a high-value soil input while actively improving soil biology at the same time. Subscribe for more practical, system-based gardening methods that focus on real results instead of traditional guesswork. Share this with anyone dealing with lawn waste or struggling to turn organic material into usable soil. Better soil is not about doing more work, it's about handling materials the right way, and tools like dried alfalfa pellets help make that transformation faster, more consistent, and far more effective.